Two teams meeting in the Sooner State. Tallahassee looking to run their winning streak to 23 regular season contests without a defeat. Oklahoma City desperately trying to right the ship after a 3-game losing streak and a rash of Deacon Nickens turnovers. One's gotta give. Will Tallahassee prevail once again, or will OKC pull off the upset? That is the million-dollar question. And we are live from Roberts Cove in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, where the Renegades are back in front of their home crowd looking to shake off a 3-game losing streak. It's a critical matchup in the Southern Conference between Tallahassee and OKC. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Colin Northrup, and I have Rick Northrup alongside me.
Good afternoon to week 6.
We have Scott LaRue on stats today. A few debuts for both teams. Oklahoma City breaking in a new strong safety, Pee Wee Rubens. You could say this is the start of Pee Wee's big adventure in the SFL.
Pee Wee Paul Rubens.
And then we have Grayson Willis for Tallahassee taking over for the Duke Wilson.
Hey, Dookie. What's up?
The toss of the coin is called, and OKC will place their defense on the field first to go against the league's #1 rushing attack in Jaye Eniola. Johnny Omega has it teed up. And the kick is underway. It's going to be fielded by Swain across to the 27. So let's take a look at that offense led by Christian Christensen. Tallahassee averages a little over 200 yards a game. But they're the league's #1 rushing attack. So Christian Christensen is off his pace that he set in season 10, but the team's doing just fine without him. You got a 1st and 10. Here's to give off to Jaye Eniola around the left side, and he is tackled by Pee Wee for a gain of 2 yards out to the 29.
That's a good little get-started play. And Pee Wee Paul Rubens gets himself right into the game.
Christensen under center. 3 wide receivers, Grayson Willis, along with Ken Gossett, are the wide receivers for Tallahassee. Over the middle, the pass is complete. And that'll be a 1st down, yardage to the 47. That is Gossett, the franchise's leading wide receiver in every category for a career.
That's enough of the get-started stuff. Here's a dart over the middle for a 1st down.
Christensen walking up under center. And here's the get to Eniola. Breaks off a tackle, and Jaye picks up about 5 yards, and here comes the hurry up
Tallahassee's looking to put some stress on the situation here in their first possession.
And Jygate gets it over the middle, and there goes Eniola down to the 25, and they continue to press the advantage.
And there's some stress for you. Hello, OKC. Secondary.
Christensen, quick drop. Flares it out to Eniola, and Eniola will pick up 8 yards on the play, and they continue to press the advantage.
That's how you do it. Christensen looks downfield, and at the last second goes to his primary weapon.
Here's a handoff to Eniola, and Eniola picks up the first down with ease. And oh boy, these Renegades got to be getting pretty tired. You know,
on the first possession, I think they're having trouble with their substitution pattern.
Oh, and it's almost intercepted. Almost intercepted by Matthew Lee. Lee diving in front.
Possession, it shows you what can happen. You make one mistake, and OKC is right there.
How we sounding out there, everyone? As Christensen will fire to the end zone. Oh, Gossett was open, but Christensen just missed it.
He fired that sucker late. Something was off.
Oh!
Still popcorning around. Wow. The Navy.
I see your comments in the comment section. That the stream seems to be a little bit erratic. We're having the technical department looking into that.
And we've got a field goal attempt here coming. 29 yards.
As the snap was low, but the kick is good. From the mark at 30 yards for Richard Douglas.
Well, OKC certainly doesn't want to give up any points, but they'll take that, as Tallahassee was all about it, getting right down onto the goal line before stalling out and having to settle for 3.
And the Renegades, again, they're right at 316.
Did you say that?
Let's go over this Tallahassee defense. The safeties are Tanner Hendricks and Alex Bond, the defensive linemen. There's 4 of them. Taekwon Hill, Trevor Bain are the defensive ends. EJ DeQ, Hunter Norwood are the tackles. As Nickens drops back to throws down the field. It is complete for a 5-yard pickup to Tiberius Bovine.
So Bovine's the recipient on the let's get things started play on the first possession here for OKC.
Shotgun formation for Nickens. He's got Doyle in the backfield with him. Deshaun Carter, the second tight end in the game as well. Here's the throw out to Doyle, and Doyle spins inside. Will set up a 3rd down and 4.
That's well defended by Tallahassee. Tries valiantly to make something happen, throwing the spin move in there, but it is still 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4. Nickens has to get rid of it. But it'll be, it's just short of the marker. He broke a tackle. He was about to turn upfield. It was Bovine.
So here comes Ellis. Am I right?
Ellis is out to punt. Swain is back deep. And the punt is away. Swain. And it's returned up to the 32.
Swain with a nifty little hop step to his right. Only gets him a couple extra yards.
Christensen under center. Has 3 wide receivers. Willis is to the bottom. As Christensen will throw it out of bounds. 10 yards short, and that's the first career catch for Willis. Grayson Willis on the reception. Second and inches. As Eniola gets the carry, and Jaye just barely picks up the first down by a chest hair. Cole Irvine wrestled him down to the ground, but not before he was able to pick it up the first down yard. Christensen drops back to throw, throws it to the sideline. It is caught by Willis, out of bounds for a pickup of some yardage. Well, I'm glad the stream issues have seemed to resolve themselves.
Well, that's good to hear. We've been looking on our end. It looks like our broadcast CPUs and things here seem to be running normally. Not sure what the problem is or was, but we'll stay on it.
Christensen throws to the sideline, and Gossett catches it out of bounds for a first down. We've Scott LaRue on stats. The field goal length from Tallahassee was up 30 yards, so we'll keep track of that for you today. These guys are paid peanuts. They're not necessarily the guys who get paid the big bucks. Christensen is already 5 of 8 for 49 yards. Here's to get to Eniola left side. He's got room. There goes Eniola down to the 26. Pee Wee Rubens saved the touchdown for the moment.
Second long run around the left side of the formation for Eniola, Colin.
There was most of the green-shirted defenders were blocked out of the picture real well. Credit to the guys up front for Tallahassee. There's a look at Eniola's early numbers. He's up to 54 yards on just 6 carries. 2 receivers at the top. Willis in the slot. His brother just signed with Chicago this week. As Eniola will take the swing pass and pick up 5 yards. Day Drew is the linebacker, number 58. Sig Washington is the defensive end, number 97 for OKC. The free safety is Brady Clark, number 25. The corners are Blake Pepper, number 33. And Matthew Lee, number 24. 2nd and 5. The throw over the middle, complete to Gossett down to the 13-yard line. For a first down, and Tallahassee's on the move again. And already, it's looking like a long evening for this OKC defense. They've been under siege pretty much the whole time. A quick drop from Christensen, has some pressure, has to let it go before he's hit. Oh boy, OKC was close to getting a sack there. Number 64, Dante Okorbi on it. Empty backfield set for Tallahassee. OKC showing blitz. Now they back out of it. Christensen to the end zone. Oh, it's knocked up in the air by Blake Pepper, incomplete.
Pepper with a heads-up play. It looked like the intended receiver may have already been OB out the back of the end zone, Colin. But, yeah, could have been a little bit of a changer right there.
3rd and 10. Same formation. Trips to the bottom, 1 to the top. OKC responds with nickel. Christensen into the end zone. Oh, he just missed Willis.
Same throw, same to the same area. Same idea.
And Richard Douglas once again will come out for a field goal. This one of shorter distance, should be of the 20-something yard variety.
It's a 30-yarder right on the 20.
As the kick is good from 30.
That's another moral victory for OKC, but Tallahassee will take it. They're fine giving Oklahoma City moral victories as long as they get 3 points every time.
Correction. Small correction. Our sheet had Brady Clark listed as 20.
25? He's
20,
35?
25. He's 43. He's not
40.
25.
Thank you very much, yeah.
Thanks, Michael Irvine, for that minor correction. We'll keep that in mind as we go forward to the broadcast. Manley returns it out to the 27 in OKC. We're under a bit of duress last time. They got close to converting a third down, but they were unable to, and they had to punt. Nick will give it off to J.W. Doyle on first down, and the first play, first carry for Doyle picks him up 4 yards, and here comes the hurry up. Nickens, deep drop back, will swing this out to Doyle in the flat, and J.W. will get knocked down at the 32. He might have lost a yard on that play. 3rd and 5. Nickens going deep. Oh, he's got a man. It's Deezer Powell. Deezer Powell to the 30, 20, down to the 18. And OKC must have seen what Tallahassee did to their defense and be like, okay,
yeah,
we'll do that.
Why not? Yeah, and Eric Dahlquist, picks up on the moral victory comment. OKC could go broke on getting moral victories like that, but they're in the red zone.
Nickens now hustled all the way down the field. Has to throw it, and he goes to Bovine, and he picks up close to 10 yards on the play. They'll mark him just shy.
Staying with the hurry up, Colin.
And he's sticking with it. This time he gives to Doyle, and Doyle picks up the first down, and it looks like the frenetic pace is finally stopped from OKC as they got this defensive line. They call it the buffet line down in Florida. They got him running a bit ragged as they got 1st and goal from the 7 following in the carry from Doyle. Hunter Jones held without a catch. There's Doyle up the middle, and J.W. will get to the 5. J.W. Doyle's the tailback, number 45. Deacon Nickens is quarterback, number 19. Wide receivers are number 10, Hunter Jones, and number 17, Deezer Powell. And the tight ends are number 89, Tiberius Bovine, and number 88, Deshaun Carter. That's your OKC starting offense. As far as the key players go. Here's to get the Doyle up the middle, and J.W. gets down to the 3.
Close there, grinding it out right down here on the goal line, Colin. Everybody's getting nervous. One more crack at it.
Hello.
Before it's Tallahassee's turn to score a moral victory.
Third and goal from the 3. Nickens
2 wideouts.
sets up with 2 tight ends to the same side. Quick drop. Oh, he got it out to Doyle, and Doyle was unable to turn it into anything as Deacon got whacked really good by Hunter Norwood before he got the pass out to Doyle, but Doyle unable to do anything with it.
That touchdown was so there. It just needed to happen a split second sooner as the pursuit closes in.
And this will be about an extra point, about an 18 or 19-yard field goal attempt. As the kick is up and good. So OKC breaks the shutout of Tallahassee, notches 3 points of their own. You're watching the SFL presented by YouTube on a presented by APM Music on YouTube. I screwed that up. Sorry, guys.
Well, in a game of moral victories here in the closing seconds of the first quarter, here's the OKC kickoff.
And it's away, fielded by Swain at about just past his 10-yard line, cutting across up past the 20-25. They'll mark him down at the 28.
You know, what's interesting too, Colin, is the no huddle was very productive now for both teams when they've tried it. Let's see if we get another dose of it here from the Pride.
Christensen under center as his teammate AJ DeQ is like, C2, quit playing with our food. Here's the kid to Aniola up the middle, and he will get stopped at the line of scrimmage by Damon Malinsky. 54 yards on 7 carries for Aniola here in the early going. There's a look at Dave Drury. At one point during the season, he was averaging close to double-digit tackles per game. That guy keeps himself busy. And here's the kid to Aniola again. That's to break a tackle, but can't break the second one.
That's a nice run, though. Which side of the formation did that one go? That's right, everybody, the left side.
It'll be a 3rd down 3 coming up as we end the first quarter. We got a field goal game. Tallahassee 6, OKC 3. You're watching the SFL presented by APM Music live on YouTube. Eric Dahlquist brings up a good point. I don't know how many people are viewing this ball game, but there are only 10 likes. So come on, people, hit that like button as Aniola picks up a first down to start the second quarter, and they're back to the area, giving OKC a little bit of their own medicine as the throw goes out, intercepted. OKC picked it up, and it was Blake Pepper reaching up in the sky against Willis and a week 2 signee.
Ooh, is it just me, or did Pepper run that route a little better than the intended receiver, Colin? That's the product of some good film study.
Thanks, John. As the backfield is set, Doyle in the backfield, 3 wide receivers. Here's to get the Doyle up the middle on a trap play, breaks the tackle and picks up 5 yards. Fun fact for those of you who are playing at home, Blake Pepper is the brother of Indianapolis quarterback Tom Pepper. We got a lot of brotherly combinations. We got the Willis brothers, who I mentioned before, and
many others. As here they are.
OKC lines up under center is Nickens with 3 wide receivers. The 2 go to the top. Now here's to get to Doyle again. Same play as before. Break a tackle and we'll pick up a first down. Looked like he got a generous spot there, Rick.
Yeah, well, you know, the sprint draw, just nothing fancy. Well blocked makes a hole, and they move the sticks.
1st and 10 from the 47. There's Nickens swaggering up under center.
Just thinking the same thing. A little in-your-face walk up to the center.
2 receivers to the bottom. Doyle again on the carry, and there goes JW, and he picks up 9 yards on the carry.
You know why? He knows what's coming, and it's another good run. This time for 9 yards. Brings up 2nd and 1.
7 carries, 28 yards for Doyle. You know, JW only averages about 67.5 rushing yards per game, but it's just enough to be productive in this offense. 2nd and 1. Doyle again on the carry, breaks a tackle, and there goes Doyle slashing his way to the 39-yard line.
3 carries in a row. You better dance the girl that brung you, I guess. And why not? Look up De La Salle, California.
I wonder how many people have learned about De La Salle because you mention it every week as Nickens dropping back to throw under pressure throws. It's complete to Bow, and Bow broke a tackle, but he got his face caved in on that hit there by Alex Bond.
There's a little gratuitous violence at the end of the run, but it doesn't matter because it's another first down for Oklahoma City. Yeah, nobody knows about De La Salle, Colin, because nobody listens to me.
2 catches for 64 yards for Powell is another look at that hit. Man, talk about Powell. Yeah. That was more like pow.
What's a Batman-style TV show graphic on that one? So he got slammed.
Nickens is in the shotgun, and then Deacon drops back to throw. Has to dump this off to Doyle, and Doyle can't get going fast enough. He'll get stopped at the line of scrimmage.
I speak for football fans all over when he took the deep drop, looked way downfield, and then threw it off through to his safety valve for no gain, hoping for something cool.
Here's the look at the man that tackled him, Carroll, number 58 for Tallahassee. Jamal Carroll. 6'6", 240. Nickens, deep drop, goes to the end zone. Oh, and he skies. He grabs that one in the air with his go-go gadget arms. Hello, Hunter Jones. Welcome to the ball game.
How did he catch that? That was fantastic.
Man who's reached goal, Nickens was able to survey the defense.
Oh, nice.
And he must have used a pogo stick to get up there because he had the hops, I tell you.
You know, the other thing that was great about that is he elevates, and he's able to catch it and secure it as the first man to reach him tackles low.
As Doyle up the middle, and JW is into the end zone. Touchdown, OKC.
There's your touchdown.
And with that score, we have as many points already in this game as there was in the entire New Orleans-Atlanta game from last night.
I know.
Doyle broke a tackle. I believe that was McHugh, and carried 2 others into the end zone. What a drive from OKC to respond to the season 10 runner-up Pride, who through the first 5 weeks of the year have been looking like men on a mission.
Absolutely. And you gotta love, as the PAT is good. You gotta love Oklahoma City as the coaching staff sees something in those straight-ahead runs, off tackle, off guard, and with Doyle, and credit them for telling Tallahassee, why don't you try and stop this, because we're just going to keep doing it.
And Omega to kick off. And Swain on the return gets up to the 27. I haven't played any ads yet. So. That's back on the field of play. First and 10 from 27. Pride down by 4, but we know this offense can be explosive, although they've been held in check more than once this season, actually. As Christensen lines up in the empty shotgun. He threw a pick last time out. Let's see if he's more careful with the ball. Going deep. Oh, he's got Willis. And there goes Willis down the field. 20, 10, 5. Oh, he's tackled at the 5. I thought he was going to go all the way.
Man, going right back to that same side of the field in the same corner that Oklahoma City got the pick on. It's like, run a better route, son. I'll get it to you. And he does. Wow. Didn't even have a chance to comment on how Oklahoma City makes Tallahassee pay in a rare, something that doesn't happen that often on Tallahassee, a turnover and then allowing points off of the turnover. But they're right back in the red zone, Colin.
Split backs for Tallahassee. Aniola in the backfield along with Wood. Christensen, short drop, throws it out to Aniola, and that's an easy touchdown. Almost too easy. As the celebration in the end zone is pretty self-explanatory. Jaye was wide open. Look at this. Nobody covered him.
Okay, Jaye's a star, right? He's one of the best players on the field. Oklahoma City has a brain cramp and forgets to account for the young man.
And the extra point is up and good. With 6:25 to go, Tallahassee retakes the lead, 13-10. Now a word from the SFL.
Follow the SFL on Twitter at SimulationFL, on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels. You're already here, right? Might as well stay tuned. Get league updates on your phone while browsing the internet, and make sure you never miss a live broadcast.
Kickoff
Thank
is
you
away.
for supporting the SFL.
Turned up to the 30. And the SFL just opened up a new social media presence. They're now on Instagram at SimulationFL.
Sweet.
Here's Nickens up under center. J.W. Doyle got the touchdown last drive for OKC.
I'm on the Insta chat and the Twitter book.
He gets his 11th carry up the middle, and Doyle picks up 5 on that carry. He's now up to exactly his jersey number, 45, and a rushing touchdown. And we forgot to mention the corners for Tallahassee are both brothers, Matthew and Michael Sprouse.
Part of your all-brother crew.
As the running over from Doyle manages to pick up a first down, and here comes the hurry up again. Man, that buffet line's going to need oxygen in the locker room at halftime if this keeps up. But
Yeah, they
down
decide,
goes Doyle.
as they pick up 2 plate loads of roast beef right there.
Nickens now going to pass on 2nd and 10. Over the middle he goes. Pass is caught for a 9-yard pickup. That'll leave a 3rd down and 1. That was Deezer Powell, his 3rd catch. Everybody says Nickens as the play. Drops deep. Has Doyle on the flat. Has room to turn the corner. Picks up the first down with ease.
Well, they had the corner blitz coming. Tallahassee did. And OKC picks it up, and the swing pass gets out before the delayed blitz gets there.
OKC lining up with 2 tight ends. Carter in the formation. Deshaun Carter, 6'3", 215. As Doyle up the middle, and J.W. will pick up 2 yards.
Your buffet line there is saying stop running up the middle. We're busy eating some shrimp and grits.
There's a look at Powell. We have Scott LaRue on stats, the head statistician. But we're always looking for more guys to cover games. Powell's 3 catches for 73 yards, most of it on his first one. A throw over the middle, complete to Bovine, and Bovine rumbles his way out of bounds to set up a 3rd and 2. Good observation on the play before the touchdown on Tallahassee's last drive about how the defense was ill-equipped to defend the 3-receiver side.
Absolutely. And the QB sees it.
Press coverage from Tallahassee. Nickens under center. And the Deacon will give it off to Doyle, and Doyle picks up the first down to the 35. 16 carries for 60 yards. Oh, we got Frank Gooden challenging the spot of the ball.
Frank Doc Gooden decides the red hanky's burning a hole in his pocket.
Well, this will be an interesting call. OKC felt like they were hosed on several challenges last week versus Atlanta. That looked like it's right on the line.
Of course, that yellow line is not official. However,
as Gooden will win this challenge. The knee must have been down before the ball was. Setting up a 4th and inches because that was the 3rd down play. OKC looks like they're lining up to go for it at least initially. And here's to get to Doyle again and picks up the 1st down anyway.
As they burn that hanky of Frank Gooden and move the chains to keep the drive alive.
Nice going from this offense. It's featured a lot more Doyle than I'd expect. I think he's right close to his season average in terms of rushing yards.
Clearly more Doyle than Tallahassee was expecting.
Nickens, deep drop back, goes to the post. Oh, it's dropped.
Ooh.
I believe it was dropped by Deezer Powell.
Deezer Nuts Powell. Would have been a difficult catch. An awesome catch if he'd have come down with it.
There's a look at Tanner Hendricks. Along with one of the Sprouse brothers and Alex Bond have returned interceptions for touchdowns this season.
You got to tell me that's Biff Tanner Hendricks, right?
Throw! Oh! Throw was out there. And number 27, R.J. Manley, looked like I was going to run it the other way.
Manley was already sprinting for 6.
As Deezer Powell likes your nuts pun that you made.
Thank you.
3rd and 10.
Don't want to mess with people's names too much, but I like that one.
Play action fake, and down goes Nickens at his 40. That's Tyquan Hill, and the buffet line has their first sack. It's 4th down.
For those of you that track such things, that would have been a penalty in the NFL under their new rules.
Probably.
As apparently you get a flag for sacking the quarterback in the NFL. That's just a solid play right there in the SFL.
And we have Ellis lining up on the other side of his 50.
Well,
to punt it away, and he gets a good punt. And it'll bounce into the end zone. Now, more word from the SFL.
Want to do what I do? Contact me in the DM on Discord to find out how you can get involved with streaming live games, calling games, or breaking them down on the air with our broadcast team. Or help make our production even better by joining our new live stats team, helping our broadcasters shine brighter. We are hashtag loading legends in the SFL.
Christensen in the shotgun. Trips to the bottom. 4 wide total. He throws to the trip side, and the Ken Gossett was wide open, and he did an acrobatic ballet maneuver to haul that one in.
I missed the number on the OKC DB, but he can't believe it as he puts his hands on his head.
There was no corner out there.
It's not encouraging if you're an OKC fan. The number of hoo-has that the Renegade secondary has committed here against Tallahassee, and we're only in the second quarter.
1 receiver to either side, 2 tight ends either side. Aniola on the swing pass, and Jaye will pick up 5 yards.
Got kicked down there.
Christensen so far outpassing Nickens, 156 to 118.
Yeah, a guy like Christensen has already shown that he can see those mistakes, those misalignments, those unaccounted for receivers or backs in the pattern. Just keep an eye on that as this game moves forward.
Fullback Wood joins Eniola in the backfield, and Eniola gets the carry up the middle. Says, "Get off me," to one defender before he's tackled from behind by another.
Colin, I don't know about you, but I like that call. Tallahassee is clearly using all parts of the field right now, whether it's passing or running.
And Christensen to the sideline. He threw a pick.
Ow!
Right to the linebacker. I think, and there he goes.
Huffing and
It's
puffing.
going.
Get the
He's
oxygen.
going to the end zone. No, Eniola tackles him at the 2.
Couldn't.
Christensen throws his second interception right to the defender. He pulled a Neil O'Donnell on that play. Blake Pepper.
I'm sorry, Christian Christensen, for talking you up. The announcer jinx maybe happens right there. And talking bad about the secondary for Oklahoma City, but that's the linebacker that makes the play, Colin.
That was the cornerback, actually.
Was it the cornerback? Sorry. Good.
He just ran like a linebacker.
He ran like a linebacker. Ouch. Well, he's playing there because he's got good hands and good ball instincts, right?
Right. Must have played offense in high school.
Very productive.
As first and goal from the 2. Here's to get to Doyle at the middle. Oh, he hesitated.
What?
If he would have just ran straight forward, he would have gone into the end zone.
Oh, let's hope we get a replay of that because that looked funky as heck.
Looked like he was
stopping
to try and make one of the defenders miss.
I
but
don't know. He just needed to put his shoulder down and go another foot.
Here's to get to Doyle, and
There
this
you go.
time he's in the end zone, spinning for a 1-yard TD.
He makes no mistakes, so 2 turnovers and 2 touchdowns. 2 takeaways and 2 touchdowns for the Renegades. As the lead changes again, Colin, we're in the middle of another very entertaining game.
An entertaining game involving Tallahassee. Houston one was for sure. Tallahassee was in front by a bundle, and then Houston came back, tried to make it interesting, but then Tallahassee pulled away in the fourth quarter.
Hey, Demont Simeon with a great pointer there that Eniola came back and made that TD saving tackle on the turnover.
And with 54 seconds left, it's 17-13. OKC out in front. Here's another interesting point.
Sorry, Deezer Powell. It's hilarious. Go ahead,
Interesting point is OKC elected to kick, remember, so they'll get the ball coming out of this third quarter. So it's critically important for Tallahassee that they don't turn the ball over anyway.
Yeah, do they burn timeouts here and try and get the ball back with a few ticks left?
Oh, let's see. Christensen, 153 yards, but those 2 picks,
wow,
including that last one, certainly looming large. 2 catches on 5 targets for Grayson Willis in his debut. And Eniola aligned off to the left-hand side, and Christensen to throw again down the middle of the field. He goes. Ken Gossett with the catch, and Gossett almost broke a tackle. He gets brought down to the 42, and timeout called by Tallahassee with 42 ticks left.
Well, Ken Lewis Gossett Jr. finds a seam, and Christensen delivers.
Broke the tackle of Matthew Lee, but there's that Manning, and there's Blake Pepper.
Mr. Lee. Matthew Chum Lee. Works in a pawn store in the off-season.
As the
Don't laugh.
formation is 2 tight ends, and Christensen swings his out to Eniola, and Eniola's uncovered, but he gets knocked down. Pickup of 1, 2nd and 9. They're looking to possibly milk this clock so OKC doesn't get the ball back. And here's the throw over the middle. Oh, dropped! Dropped Willis, dropped the ball. Pee Wee Rubens knocked it out of his mitts. Derek Pounds was also in the neighborhood, running over as if that might have been a fumble, but no, it was an incomplete pass.
Wow. Great defense. Individual defensive play there. So 3rd and 9. OKC needs to hold on for one more play.
Tallahassee will elect to throw. Throws this out to Wood. Zach Wood trying to get upfield. It'll be stopped by Pepper. He has 4 tackles, a pass deflection, and 2 interceptions.
They're letting the clock roll.
Remember to get the ball first to start the 3rd.
They're going to try and take a shot. They are.
They are on 4th down. Christensen throwing to the end zone. Knocked away. Pass intended for Gossett.
Sort of the surprise Hail Mary, if you ask me. I love it.
Elvis Schumacher, reserve cornerback, hopping in there.
Ooh.
Almost.
And that ball falls in the field of play. Oh, the trailer for Tallahassee, if they had one, would have had one.
Halftime is reached. OKC leads Tallahassee 17-13. Let's take a look at your halftime stats. Oh, wait, there's no stats. Oh, boy, the truck screwed that up. In fact, I sent Rick there to the boys in the truck. They're already on their way to deliver a beating. As the Pride will kick the ball off to start the 3rd quarter. Fielded by Manley. And Manley up the middle. And Caesar Manley, a reserve return man and backup to both Carter and Bovine, was hurt on the play. It's also a long snapper for OKC. So they might have to go to some other reserve. Here's again to Doyle. And JW. 64 yards and 2 touchdowns. Eniola up to 82 yards, but is yet to find the end zone. Kanye Rockefeller's right. Nobody expected this to be a competitive or close game at all coming in. It's Nickens, who's 11 of 13 for 120. Kept the stat sheet clean so far. Throws it out to Bovine, and Bovine will pick up a few yards.
For you quarterback gurus, notice how he alters his arm slot, his arm angle, kind of sidearms that sucker out there just to continue to keep the play alive.
As the play action from Nickens going deep. Oh, it's intercepted. It's intercepted by
that guy.
I believe number 25, Michael Sprouse. We'll get another look at it right here. So they do play action on 3rd down. There was a man in the face immediately to Nickens. Yes, it was Michael Sprouse. Pass intended for Deezer Powell.
Deezer says nuts on that. Well, now it's Tallahassee's opportunity to see if they can return the favor, put some points on the board after a turnover.
Touchdown will give them the lead here.
Wait, that's my gratuitous analysis comment.
Sorry.
So
I'm sure you can think of something else.
Colin, you're right. Whoever has the most points at any given time has the lead.
As Wood takes the swing pass from Christensen and picks up 5 yards to the OKC 49. Tackle made by Matthew Lee.
Of course, the lead is an abstract concept that most people get.
As DeMond Simeon says, these are nuts came up short.
Well, I'll join you in laughing at your own joke.
As Eniola gets the second down carry, and it gets stopped at the line of scrimmage. Jaye's been really held in check. Had that long run of 23, counting for a great majority of his yards, but otherwise has been quiet. 3rd and 5. Split back. Wood joins Eniola in the backfield, swaying.
OKC crowds the
to
box.
the bottom. Willis in the slot. Here's to get to Eniola. And Eniola picks up the first down to the 40.
And it does nothing as Tallahassee moves the sticks.
Let's get another look at it here. Jaye is now up to 90 yards with that last carry.
Just great execution. Hats off to the Tallahassee offense on that, as the Renegades seem to know what might be up.
Christensen off to Eniola, and Eniola picks up 1. Injury update for Cesar Manley. He's got cramps. He may return.
Oh, I thought that was Gramps may return. So in case you're paying attention or not paying attention, that looked like the exact same offensive and defensive set on 2 plays in a row. First one went for a first down, second one no gain.
Well, they actually gave him a yard.
Okay, yard.
So Christensen over the middle of the tight end. That's Jason Stackhouse for a first down to the 23.
Colin will be going to law school any day now. Thank you. 1 yard, a small gain.
He was wide open on the sink. Pee Wee Rubens in to clean up the mess. I mean, so far for Pee Wee, he's had a few tackles, been run over by Eniola once, but there's been nothing to write home about as Eniola picks up 4 yards on the
Nothing
carry.
to write home about. Is that what you just said? I might disagree with you on that one. For being his first game, it's a little bit of his own playhouse going on.
And Eniola lined up off to the right-hand side. 2 tight ends. Christensen, quick drop. Oh,
Tipped.
almost got sacked again, but just let the pass away at the last minute.
That ball was tipped. Well, 3rd and 6.
From the 20. Trips to the bottom. OKC out with a couple of linebackers. What the heck is going on? Throw over the middle. Oh, it's going to be short. It was caught by Willis, but he was knocked down short of the markers.
They're open for a little free-range yak, but nothing doing. As it brings up 4th and short, expecting the punt unit here.
Or the field goal unit, rather.
Sorry, did I say punt? Thank you. And we got neither. They're, for the record, they are not punting here.
As
they're in the process of burning a timeout, apparently.
Yep, and now they're down to 2 for this half. Okay. And Christian Christensen going over to Frank Gooden. And
I will be super happy if one day one of these SFL quarterbacks says, screw this, and snaps the ball anyway.
well, but they do get 3 points out of it.
Well, now if they get an attempt, they have the opportunity. As they spotted at the 21, this will be a 31-yard attempt.
They already made one. made 2 from 30, I suppose, as Douglas will kick this on the way, and it is good. So with 6:38 to go in the third quarter, Tallahassee draws within 1 at 17-16. Now, a word from the SFL.
Join the world's fastest growing sim football community by jumping onto our Discord server. Use the Discord command in chat to keep up with schedules, news, notes, announcements, and polls. Jump off the sidelines and into the action here where we're loading legends at the SFL.
The return was up to the 24-yard line as OKC will start their drive now, trailing by 1, or leading by 1. Their lead cut down to a point. As Nickens will drop the throw as a blitz coming, throws it out to Bovine, and Bovine will pick up 7 yards. Nickens looking very average today, throwing for only 127. Christensen at 216, but does have those 2 picks. Nickens' stat sheet has been clean in that regard.
Nickens would like to throw for 7 at some point just to even up that TD to interception ratio.
Or be on the plus side, rather. Christensen would like to throw for
he'd
them.
go to 1-to-1, which would be
As Doyle up the middle will pick up a first down.
followed by being a victim of some violence there. Chizo.
First and 10 from 38. Nickens up under center. 2 receivers to the bottom. As the medium pass goes out to Bovine, who took it away from a receiver. And Tiberius continues to do wizardry tricks.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Ronnie did have the 1 pick. Why do I keep forgetting? Three receivers, 2 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Press coverage from Tallahassee. Instead, they'll give out to Doyle, and Doyle will drag a linebacker past the first down marker to the 49. JW is currently enjoying a rather successful day for him. He's up to 70 yards on 22 carries and 2 touchdowns. There's a look at the rookie. Draft picked at number 12 overall in the draft. He gets another carry, picks up a yard. He's now up to 71. And Iola is now at 96. Now they got 3 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. That's Powell. Just a 1 catch from Hunter Jones. He's been quiet today. As Nickens will throw it up to Bovine, and Bovine broke a tackle. And he'll pick up yardage to the 45.
Brings up 3rd and 4. These modest 3rd down plays are what makes a drive.
Coming into the game, OKC has been converting 52% off 3rd down as Nickens off his back foot over the middle, complete. And that is Bovine again with the catch.
Man, a little bit of a circus there, and it works.
9 catches on 9 targets for 47 yards for Tiberius.
Boy, some of these on the passing plays here for the Renegades reminded of the classic movie, The Year of Living Dangerously.
His ears give to Doyle, and Doyle is stopped at the line of scrimmage. That was his 24th carry.
One of Mel Gibson's early classics. Also, I believe Sigourney Weaver was in that one, if I'm not mistaken.
Tackle made by Kevin Bain, the defensive end. 2nd and 10 for Nickens. Give off to Doyle one more time, and this time he actually picks up a yard.
Who would go on to become a star in the epic Ghostbusters just 2 years later, I believe.
Jeff Eaton, the 6'2", 240 linebacker on the it. As Nickens lines up in the shotgun, Deshaun Carter checks in as the second tight end, number 88. One receiver to either side. Nickens will throw it right to the linebacker, but it was incomplete. I don't know who he was looking for, but he almost found a Tallahassee linebacker instead. Danny Atkins, number 59.
Wow, and you could hear the exhaling in relief here in the stadium as that sure pick is dropped. I got it.
Looks like he was going for Hunter Jones, but Jones was in essence double covered. Alex Bond had him close and had him deep, and Atkins had the short stuff covered. As the punt is away, angling down to the 5.
There we go.
Yeah, exactly at the 5, as some gunners make sure to slide into it. To stop it right at the 5, 1st and 10 for Tallahassee.
Well, in the last 2 minutes and 7 seconds of the third quarter, Tallahassee gets the ball in their own 5, 95 yards here to try and take the lead.
Split backs. Both receivers to the bottom. Eniola is the tailback along with Wood. Here's to get Eniola. Up the middle he goes. Breaks the tackle and picks up 4 yards. I'd like to thank our Scott.
Thank our Scott?
Thank our stats man, Scott LaRue. On stats as Eniola now breaks the 100-yard barrier. But he's well below his average. Here's to get to Eniola again, and Jaye carries through the middle of the 18. He picks up a first down. You know, with Christensen throwing those 2 picks on 18 of 29 passing. And somebody says, I think Sigourney Weaver, was a star after Alien, Rick, with a smiley face.
Yeah, I don't like scary movies.
1st and 10 from the 18.
No doubt. She definitely was.
Eniola carries it up to the 30, and Jaye gets chased down.
But
not before, as he's now up to 136, blocked beautifully. And Jaye picked up a big one to the 45 of the Pride. 1st and 10. Give Eniola one more time, and he actually loses a yard.
Oh, no.
He went back to the well one too many times. Damon Malinsky on the tackle.
So I don't know how to pronounce something 47, but he definitely called the Eniola being due for a big run. Xivillai 47.
It gives Eniola one more time, and they're just going backwards. They're going back to the well. The big guy is Zig Washington on the TFL.
They forgot to pull him out for a play and give him a blow on the 0-2.
He just blew past the other tight end there. End of the third quarter. OKC with a 1-point lead, 17-16 in front. Back here in OKC, the Pride down by a single digit as we're entering the final 11 minutes of play. 4 wide receivers out for the Pride. Back to throw. Christensen throws to a man, and that is complete for 9 yards, but he's short of the marker. Again, that is Trevor Swain, and looks like Blake Pepper.
Just able to save the first down. Hey, Pee Wee's been in the play. Been in a few plays.
Been in a few tackles.
Called his name and number several times.
As Tallahassee is lining up to go for it. Counter play, and then Neola picks up the first down.
Amen. Finally. I don't watch every SFL game. I watch many. But
he's now at the 136 on the ground.
It's unusual to see him snap
as Christensen steps up, throws. Oh, it's complete. It's complete out to Swain again, number 17, and he gets close to 10 yards on the play.
Tally rally.
2nd and inches. 1 receiver to the side, Willis. And Gossett to the bottom. Here's to get Daniola. Squeezes through and picks up a first down at the 27.
Renegades need to stiffen up here, and they know it. But Eniola's just a little too much for them right now. When he has to be.
Christensen changing the play to the line of scrimmage. Takes a medium drop back, throws to the sideline, complete to Willis, and it's out of bounds for 3 yards at the 24. 2nd and 7 coming up. St. Willis, 4 catches on 8 targets for 85 yards in his debut. As the throw goes deep. Oh!
Is he
Gossett
in?
looked like he carried his momentum into the end zone.
They're going to mark him down just outside the goal line.
Welcome in Ethan Kai to the chat as Gossett just dove.
And the worst fears of Renegade Nation are about to be realized with Tallahassee 1st and goal on the 2. Maybe I should have yelled 2.
Here to get Daniola. He doesn't walk into the end zone, only gets down to the 1.
Gets stood up.
As Eric Dahlquist, a.k.a. EJ DeQ, says, momentum R62. Come on, man. Call it a touchdown. As Christensen will give to Eniola. He gets turned back. He actually lost the yard. Back to the original line of scrimmage. Cole Irvine.
He's a victim of some aggression as he gets turned away before reaching the line of scrimmage.
And they set things up. Christensen and Eniola one more time, and this time he gets into the end zone. The blocking's better. And he takes the short trip into the end zone from 2 yards out.
Well, yet another lead change here in this excellent SFL game. You're watching Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on YouTube.
as the extra point by Richard Douglas is up and through. So with
7:15 to go in the fourth quarter.
Tallahassee regains the lead 23-17.
Well, it's gut check time for Oklahoma City, Colin. As they've been back and forth throughout the game, but there's not that many possessions left.
And Manley returns this one from about his 10 across the middle. And down at the 30. So with 7:11 to go, OKC, help me do math, Dad. How many points are they down by?
They're down by 6.
They need a touchdown to tie. An extra point would give them the lead.
You can call me Rick.
As Nickens to Doyle, and JW somehow managed to only lose the yard when it looks like he was going to lose a bundle.
Or Ricardo. Or King Richard. Any of those work.
Second 11, 6:15 counting to go.
Pretty standard formation here. Let's see what happens.
Standard for OKC. Give to Doyle, and Doyle will pick up the lost yards plus one more.
They're on the losing end of that chess match there. As they show generic, trying to get them to think something different might be happening. Instead, it's a drop the middle. Same formation.
Play action. Powell deep. Oh, knocked up in the air, looking for Deezer.
Now all shall be revealed. That's why they ran that play on first down, is to free that up, and an excellent defensive play by Tallahassee corner. Breaks up the best intentions.
Nickens now.
So what do they have up their sleeve for third and long, Colin? Oh, sorry, fourth down, my mistake.
That was third and long.
You're right.
Whoops. Lost track of the downs.
That was like Canadian football there.
As it's away and knocked back to the 31 at Swain. So we're just under 6 minutes to go. Tallahassee is in front for the first time since it was 3-0 early in the first quarter.
You sure? That's awesome. Well, decent field position for the Pride.
As Christensen goes out to Aniola, and Aniola breaks a tackle and picks up 4 yards to start the drive. Christensen now up to 269. Ronnie sitting at 149.
So if you're Oklahoma City, you thought there was a decent amount of pressure on that last offensive possession. This defensive stand has even more pressure associated with it. Obviously, Tallahassee, by definition, lead in the ball in the fourth quarter. Great teams press the advantage.
As Christensen, hit as he throws. Oh, man. That could have ended in disaster for Tallahassee, but luckily for them, it does not.
Well, they live for another down.
Baltimore is in front of London, 21-16. Don't forget to download the ScoreStream app to keep up with all other SFL games going on around, not just ours. As the throw goes out to Willis, and it was out of bounds, so it'll be 4th down and 6. In fact, let me look at ScoreStream right.
Pull it up on Jan handheld computer. Your PDA.
Yeah, my PDA. Portable data acquisition device.
Assistant. Nice try, though. What are you, in your 20s?
As the punt is away from Howard McCoy, and the return by OKC is up to their 33-yard line. Only other game going on is Tallahassee, or is London at Baltimore.
Yeah, let me pull up all the scores on my Palm Pilot here.
As Nickens takes a 7-step drop, goes over the middle, complete to Dees or Powell. Or no, that's Bovine.
As I say, that's it's the big ball. Second and 4. If this was the CFL like the last possession, they'd be nervous, but they've got 2 downs here to play with. They're going to run.
To get to Doyle up the middle, breaks the tackle and picks up a first down. He's now up to 80 yards. Imiola's at 141, although Doyle has more rushing touchdowns at this point. Oh, I see your little nickname for Mr. Powell is catching on.
Yeah, I love it.
As Doyle gets stopped after a pickup of 1, trying to drag the big man EJ TQ for a ride at 6'3", 309, but
so you sort of have your play-by-play stress meter, second and long, moves you to the higher end of the scale.
Both receivers to the bottom. Hunter Jones just has that 1 catch. He hasn't been targeted much. Nickens will go out to Doyle, and Doyle will lose the yard.
Oh, boy. Well, we tick under almost down to 3.5 minutes here, Colin. This is a heck of a play they got to come up with right here.
Hunter Jones with the 1 catch. He's been held in check. But the catch was for 21 yards. Play action. Nickens. Oh!
What happened?
Knocked away by number 24, Matthew Sprouse.
I'd like to see that one again. Are we going to see that? No.
No, we are not.
No soup for you.
There's a look at Hunter Jones talking to Dave Drury.
Well, the probability for a Tallahassee win jumps materially.
The return goes to the 20-yard line. 3:06 to go.
It's not the end of the world yet, but Oklahoma City sideline is now talking about somebody on defense making a play.
And they have forced turnovers this season, but coming into the game, they're -1 in turnover differential. In this game, they're +1 as Eniola carries it up the middle for 3 yards, and he's now averaging 5.8 yards a carry. He has 144 yards, 172 total yards, and 2 total touchdowns. In fact, that receiving touchdown earlier was his first of the year.
No way. Nice for him.
As Christensen gives off to Eniola, and he lost 2 yards.
There he goes.
Zig Washington on it, along with Cole Irvine.
Can't say enough about Scott LaRue and all his stats guys. Constantly in and out of that page during the broadcast. Really helps us and all the teams. Thank you so much.
And they're always looking for more guys, so contact him or Andy Hamilton if you want it, if you're interested in doing that.
Yeah, call Scott.
3rd and 9. And we reach the 2-minute warning.
I don't think Andy's in the chat, so he's not going to hammer me on that.
Tallahassee in front by 6. They're looking to bleed a little bit more this clock, maybe pick up a first down. They're lined up in the shotgun. Christensen to throw. Deep! Oh, he had a man open, and it is caught by Grayson Willis. And the rookie making his debut comes up with an enormous catch.
Oh, my.
On the deep post in the middle of the field.
Just a beautiful thing when the team needs to advance the ball to try and work on the big block of ice. And it happens.
It's probably the one big pass they were looking for. Now they can start feeding that big rig.
The big rig, I love it.
As here's to get Aniola, breaks off a tackle, and Matthew Lee wraps him up after pickup of 3. One timeout left for Oaks. We are in the fourth quarter, and Baltimore has pulled in front of London 28-16. Aniola will get another carry, and up the middle he goes. That could be very close to putting this game on ice.
Well, we don't want to call it, but it is close.
27 carries, 145. Brady Clark and Matthew Lee on the tackle. And they're going to go into the victory. As Christensen kneels down. Be 2nd and 12. OKC put up a good fight.
Man, they did. This game was terrific for a long time in terms of potential outcome.
But it was a couple of big passing plays from Christensen out to his receivers, including the new one.
Yes.
Grayson Willis that made all the difference. So Tallahassee will win their 23rd straight regular season contest. And
oh my gosh.
OKC will have to regroup as they're in a bit of a free-for-all.
So pull up the remake of Flubber with Robin Williams. Even though it was many years ago now, there's a great line where they're talking about the opposing basketball team is undefeated in something like 27 straight contests. So that's become Tallahassee pride.
We'll see if the other squads that are undefeated along with the Pride, the Alaska Storm, and the Carolina Skyhawks can remain undefeated.
I don't know who Tallahassee's going to be versing next week, Colin, but they may need to meet the professor and put some flubber in their shoes.
And it is all over. Victory has 1,000 fathers, while defeat is an orphan. Post-game highlights coming up next, but first, a word from our title sponsor.
The Simulation Football League is presented by APM Music and is the official theme music provider of the SFL. Listen to their Champions Will Rise soundtrack at apmmusic.com today and search through thousands of tracks to boost the quality of your stream just like us. APM Music, production music library and custom music house.
The highlights are back rolling through. Rick, for your information, that Lobos of Dallas will be playing the Pride next. And that high-flying passing attack that we've been up close and personal. We've seen it already once. That was against Vegas for their only victory in the season.
Yep.
And you know Shabazz Synergy slings the rock all over the yard.
Well, that might be what you need to do against Tallahassee as they...
Jaye Aniola has over 100 total yards and 2 total touchdowns. Rushes for 100 yards again to get the player of the game. So for everybody at the Simulation Football League, I'm Colin Northrup. He's Rick Northrup, Scott LaRue on stats. And for Cam and the rest of the league staff, good night, everyone.